Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am back for another Slim Sports interview. And as always, I am your host, Jay Slim. And joining me again, once again on the podcast, 5'7" running back who just got done with his first year as a professional athlete, got some experience in the NFL preseason with the Philadelphia Eagles, now signed for the 2026 season with the Kansas City Chiefs, going to help lead them back to the Super Bowl at that running back position. Ladies and gentlemen, All-American Shunderrick Powell. What's going on, man?
How's it going? Good, man. How about yourself?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Excited to get you back on. We had you on last year after you wrapped up your career with Central Arkansas, a fantastic historic career, 1,000-yard season after 1,000-yard season, battling through adversity left and right, and it led you to the pros, led you to where you wanted to be, and you get to make a name for yourself and make some money along with it. And I want fans, viewers that are just now getting to learn your name to get to learn the accolades to your name as well. In a quick segment that I like to call Resume Rundown, where I'm going to show off a nice little graphic here, show off what you've been able to do throughout your career. And I mean, multiple time FCS All-American, three straight 1,000-yard plus seasons. You're a multiple time finalist for Walter Payton Award, which, some players, as you know, they only get recommended once. You
Yeah,
were able to do it
once.
multiple times, and that just speaks to what you were able to do. And right after the NFL draft, you were signed by the Philadelphia Eagles for their preseason roster. And now you are heading off. You're in Kansas City with the Chiefs for the 2026 season. You got to sign a futures contract with them. So obviously a whole lot of success for you, not just on the field, but also in your personal life, being able to live your dream in the NFL. And I want to talk to you real quick about that process following the NFL draft, signing with the Philadelphia Eagles to be a part of their rookie mini camp, and then obviously with the preseason roster. Basically, right after the draft, you were one of, if not the first one that I saw of the undrafted free agent. So, talk to me real quick about that whole process and what it was like signing with an NFL team.
Um, yeah, right after the draft, the Eagles called. I had previously been talking to the Eagles a lot. And they said they really liked me. So after I didn't get drafted, the Eagles was the first people to call me, and we locked in right then and there because if you don't lock in, you could probably lose that. And yeah, they was the first team to reach out to me, and I signed with them, and I had a great time in Philly. I had a great time with Saquon, man. He's a great leader, great guy. He told me if I need anything, I can call him anytime, man. But I had a good time there. Learned from Coach Jamal. He's a great running back coach. I appreciate the whole organization from Philly, and I had a great time.
Oh yeah, obviously they were coming off a Super Bowl and they signed you, so obviously they have a high pedigree, a high standard that they have set. They obviously signed you because they knew that you met that standard that they were all about. And I do want to point out during the draft, they were prepared to hear your name called because they showed off your highlights at one point,
Yeah,
showing off all
yeah,
the
yeah,
different
yeah.
stuff. So they had you queued up and ready there. So obviously, we all knew that you deserved to hear your name called, and you were able to showcase what you could do in preseason. Got a chance to work out under those great running back coaches alongside Saquon Barkley in that fantastic running back room for the Philadelphia Eagles. Talk to me real quick about proving yourself, showcasing that ability during the OTAs, the rookie mini camp, anything and everything in between to where you could be able to kind of get an idea of what it takes to be a true professional athlete.
Yeah, I tell you, man, it takes hard work and dedication. If this something that you love to do, you got to put the work in every day. And that was like, you go to work every day, and you're gonna have to give 100% every day, and that's the mentality. You have to be 100% every day, and there's no slacking. And man, I just want to go in there and prove myself to say like I really do love this sport. This is something I love to do. I gave 100% every single day. I would ask questions, doing the little extra things just to trying to show the coach like I care. Like this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. And man, it's no games play. It's cutthroat business. Like you got to take this serious. And I encourage a lot of kids if they want to do this and they really say they love football. You got to give 100% at this level.
Absolutely. And that's what you've done throughout your entire career, from the start of your career with North Alabama, obviously with what you were able to do with Central Arkansas, and now doing it in the professional ranks. It's kind of like a reset for you. You
Yes,
had
it
to
is.
prove
Yeah.
yourselves in college. You had to show people, all right, this is what I'm all about. But it doesn't matter if you're an undrafted free agent like yourself or the number one overall pick. When you get to the pros, it's a total reset. You have to
Yeah.
prove yourself all over again. Talking real quick about how you kind of went through that reset process as far as mentally and physically being able to have to showcase once again what you are all about.
Oh man, it's nothing new for me. I've always been the underdog. Always been the guy. Like, you gotta go play. You gotta go earn your spot. And I always been that guy. Like, I want to work. I want to go work for my spot. And like it was nothing new for me. Like I said, man, I'm just grateful, blessed, man, that I got the opportunity to even be in the league, man, to even be in that percentage. And like I said, man, I just want to continue to show like I can play in this league no matter what size I am, no matter where I come from. I just want to show I can play in this sport.
Hey, obviously you played at a very high level, and there's one thing I know about Shunderrick Powell. It doesn't matter if it's one game or a whole season, he's going to put up some highlights, and you did
Yes, sir.
exactly that in the preseason, especially against the Cincinnati Bengals, because I went through that film and I put together what I feel like were your top three plays just from that game alone in a segment that we got to do last year. We're going to get into it once again called Make That Play, where I'm going to show off what you were able to do. But I do want to ask you this, and I have a feeling I know which one it is already. But what would you say was your top play from this past preseason?
Um, I want to say when I scored my first touchdown, I was blessed, man. I was blessed to get my first touchdown in the NFL game. I was excited. My parents were excited, and man, that was a special moment for me. Just blessed, man. Just blessed to overcome the adversity, man, of all the stuff I've been through, man. So I would say that scoring that touchdown, man.
Oh, I completely agree with you there. That is number one on my list as well. I was watching that preseason game live. I went crazy when you scored that touchdown. I was super happy for you. Some of
Yes,
my
sir.
friends that are Eagles fans, I told them that you were on their preseason roster. The moment you scored, they were texting me, calling me up. So they were asking me, hey, do you have a hookup for the jersey? I said, first off, I need the
Yes,
hookup
sir.
first.
Yeah.
So obviously a whole lot of fun there, man. But we're gonna hop into what I feel like were your other top three plays. And at number three, wasn't even a run for you on the field. It was actually a big time block where you just flipped the dude entirely. Ended up blocking on the right side for your
Yeah,
quarterback,
yeah.
helping to protect him in the passing game. Blitzing linebacker came in from over the edge, and you just shoulder blocked him. Boom, he went flying over top of you. Gave your quarterback enough time to get off a pass there. Number two, they were actually interviewing Saquon during this play. I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
you
yeah,
saw
yeah.
it, and
Uh-huh.
he stopped the interview to hype you up while you were making
Yeah.
this run. It was a 19 to 20 yard run against the Bengals, get first down plus yardage. Ran out, originally looked like you were going to go up the middle, bounced off a couple of guys, stayed on your feet, came out to the left side, juke past more defenders, broke through some tackle attempts, and got obviously, 20 yards right there. So obviously a big time play by a big time player. And number one, yes, the touchdown against the Bengals in the preseason, being able to show off what you were able to do all throughout your college career. Ran out to the right side, broke through a tackle attempt, juked past a couple of guys, showed that shiftiness, got your way into the end zone for your first touchdown in the NFL. So those three plays right there, just from that Bengals game, showcase what you're all about, what you can do. And you were able to do that in a couple games throughout the preseason. That one being the main one, got to be with them throughout all three games, get some action, get some touches. Talking real quick about how you really attacked that preseason, all three of those games, because I know not all of them were like the Bengals game. You had a little bit of
Uh-huh. Yeah.
adversity throughout. So mentally, how would you say you were able to really execute even when things didn't go your way?
Oh man, just to still have a positive mindset to say we got to keep running. You got to keep trying and just trying to make a big run and that whole like the segment, man. I just had fun. I just wanted to go out there and have fun. I had Saquon talking to me. He was just saying, "Hey, just play ball, man. Be yourself, and just run the ball." And like I said, he's a great leader, man. I appreciate Saquon so much, man. He's a great guy. That's my guy, man. And like I said, I just want to go out there and have fun, man. That's all I want to do.
Hey, there you go. Obviously, you did just that. I see the smile on your face. Trust me, I'm sure your family, all your fans, including myself here at Slim Sports, we are all very happy for you that you get to live your dream. And like I mentioned before, you you always have had to fight through adversity, whether it was injuries or coaching changes, whatever it might have been from your college career. And you once again had to battle through that adversity when final cuts came and you didn't end up making the main roster for the Eagles team. They end up announcing their practice squad. You weren't a member of that practice squad, which it's tough. It's the best of the best, and it's hard when you see that. I was shocked by that personally, but you were able to find a way to make that fuel for you, a chip on your shoulder, find ways to continue to work out and get these individual workouts with some of these other teams that we'll talk about here in a sec. But what was your reaction when it came to that final cut day, and how would you describe using that as fuel?
Um, After that day, man, I was hurt, man. I was hurt. I cried on the plane ride back. Cried to my parents and stuff, and I was hurt, man. I was down for a couple of days, but after that, my dad talked to me. He said, "You gotta keep grinding." At that point, I had to lose some people around me that weren't no good to me. I had to lose my fiance that I thought that was good for me, but she wasn't because, when you believe in somebody, man, you just don't give up on them. And I thought she gave up on me because she was like telling me to get a job, and my parents was telling me I don't need a job, to keep working out and stuff, man. So, I had to lose people to get stronger, man, and just fix things in my area and fix things in my life so I can get back in the league. So, man, I left that alone, and I was just kept working, man, and kept working, just kept believing in God, man, and having that relationship with him. And I was getting some workouts and stuff, just hoping. And I got the last workout with the Chiefs, man, and I didn't know if I was gonna make it or not. And they told me, man, you're on the squad, and man, I felt the relief, man. Like, man, I'm back in the lead. It feels good to stay in the, I'm gonna stay this time, man. I'm gonna stay this time, not have no distractions, and continue to be focused. And I just thank the good Lord, man.
Hey, trust me, we are all very happy that you are able to continue your career with the Kansas City Chiefs. And I want to ask you real quick about these workouts because I know you're obviously you have your agent and they're helping to schedule these workouts, talk to these teams, these general managers, and say, hey, bring this guy in. I know you guys are looking for a running back, Kansas City Chiefs. That was one of their biggest criticism this past season was the run game. They need to bring in a dominant running back. Obviously, that's why they brought you in for a workout. How many teams did you work out with before the Chiefs? What was that process like? And uh, how would you describe that kind of, not knowing what's going to happen feeling before, obviously the Chiefs workout?
I only had one before the Chiefs. I had the Chicago Bears. They had called me down there to have a workout. I worked out with them. Um, they had said I wasn't in a good enough shape and stuff like that. So I went in after that. I got in even better shape than I was. And like I said, I went to Kansas, and they said I was the best fit for the team, and they think I'm gonna be a good fit for this offense.
Oh, I definitely agree with that. Obviously you signed with the Chiefs following the regular season was when it was announced on a futures contract. So going into the 2026 preseason, you're going to be with them for OTAs, the preseason roster, all that stuff, and looking to hear your name on the main roster for
Yes,
2026.
sir.
Knowing your work ethic, I fully believe you will be on that roster, and I'm going to be tuning into a whole lot of Chiefs games next season, watching
Yes,
you score
sir.
some more touchdowns. But what does that tell you about their trust in you? Obviously, they've never really seen you in the regular season because, you weren't in there during regular season. You had to fight your way back, fight your way to get your body right and have these workouts. And now they see something in you. They trust you to be a part of their roster because they know, all right, our biggest weakness in the offense was that run game. We bring this guy in, he's going to bring a lot of versatility and help us out a lot in the 2026 season. Talk real quick about what that means to you and what that tells you moving forward with the Kansas City Chiefs.
It means a lot, man. Like I said, I just want to go there and show my explosives, man. I want to be fast. I want to catch, man. I want to do everything to help the team out as best as I can. And I appreciate them even trusting me to even bring me in to be a part of their offense and even think highly of me that I got a great chance to be very good in this offense. And I really appreciate it, man. I'm just blessed, man. I can't thank the good Lord enough. He's put this all in place for me. And like I said, I just got to put the work ethic in and just keep working and try to make that final roster, man, so I can take care of my family, man.
Hey, definitely, man. Cannot wait to see what you are able to do. And you have a lot of people believing in you. Obviously, I said myself, your family, but a whole lot of your teammates from college and teammates that you've already had in the NFL from the Eagles and now with the Kansas City Chiefs, they all believe in you as well. And I want to give you a chance to shout out some of these players that should hop on the podcast, get their names out there, talk about their careers in this segment that I like to call Who's Up Next, where you can shout some guys out. We can have them on, get them to tell their story just as you're doing now. So, who would you say is next up on the Slim Sports podcast?
He's been on the podcast actually. David Walker. He had a little injury and he didn't get to play his season, but I would say I would want him to be on here next. That's my guy, man. I talk to him almost every day. That's my guy. I want him to be up next to tell his journey and tell how he went through adversity of this injury and getting ready for this upcoming season and getting ready to play us so we can beat
Oh yeah. Hey, there you go. Hey, David Walker, yes, he was an incredible interview last year coming out of college. Was very sad to hear that he tore his ACL in the preseason before even a preseason game because I know I
them.
saw from the film firsthand what he can do back from
Yeah,
college. And when he got to hear his name drafted in the fourth round, beyond happy for him. And I know his
oh
future is
yeah,
very bright. Future Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL. We're both calling it right now because that's what he is capable of
yes
doing.
sir,
And you're going to go off, be Offensive Player of the Year, do what you do at that running
yes
back
sir,
spot. And so that's a great name right there for who's up next. And now we've got to talk about what's next. You're continuing to grow, continuing to get even better shape, which you're already in great shape now, continuing to improve your game, improve your IQ at the professional level. What part of your game do you feel like you're still improving on going into next season to really take that next step further? And how do you feel like now having that experience at the professional level, seeing what the Eagles did during preseason, how do you feel like you're going to be able to fit into this professional system and professional culture that the Chiefs have?
man. The thing I continue to work on is my catching. I know I'm gonna have to catch the ball a lot in this offense. So that's the main thing I've been working on is catching and grip screening stuff like that and doing what it takes. Like I said, getting the extra work, catching 100 balls after practice. I seen Devontae Smith did like 100 balls like almost every day, and I just watched that guy every day, and I just tried to do my best and copy off him, man, and try to learn from that guy just by catching the ball. And he's a slammer for a reason. And like I said, I was just trying to learn, and I just want to bring all that energy into the Chiefs, and like I said, try to make a run for that roster spot, and hopefully I get on
Hey, you will be on it. There's no doubt in my
there.
mind. Shunderrick Powell is one of the hardest working running backs that you can possibly get. Any NFL GM should know that. And obviously, the Kansas City Chiefs, they do know that. And that's why you are a part of their organization right now and moving forward in the future. So, cannot wait to see you light it up on the field once again in 2026. Definitely going to have to get me a Kansas City Chiefs jersey with Powell written on the back there. And
Yes,
whatever number
sir.
you end up being with them, it's going to be up here in the back next time I have you on next season after you guys
Yes,
go off
sir.
and get the Chiefs back to the Super Bowl, maybe even going against the Bucks and David Walker. So that would be
Yes,
pretty cool
sir.
to see that happen. So as always, man, beyond blessed to get you on, get you to talk about your career, talk about your story, and just be able to have a positive attitude like yourself on this podcast, all smiles, all positivity. That's what
Yes,
this is
sir.
all about, man. So thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to hop on the podcast once again.
Yes, sir. No problem. Appreciate it.